Hello, everybody. This is Card Guy Chris Ellis,
With Electrical Chris.
and we're here to talk to you about.
Our results for NFL Week 14, the conference championships, as well as talking about our predictions for the college playoff and the bowl games, along with NFL Week 15. Sorry for missing last week. Been working a lot, but I'm back. And Dad this week was 8-5, and I was 7-6. So I'm behind 11 games now. Probably not gonna catch up. Thursday night football, Lions and the Packers had a great game. Lions came out victorious 34-31. On Sunday's games, Steelers beat the Browns 27-14. Saints beat the Giants 14-11. The Dolphins beat the Jets 32-26. The Jags beat the Titans 10-6. The Vikings beat the Falcons 42-21. Eagles beat the Panthers 22-16. The Bucks beat the Raiders 28-13. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 30-18. Niners beat the Bears 38-13. The Rams beat the Bills 44-42. Chiefs scraped by against the Chargers 19-17, and the Bengals beat the Cowboys 27-20. My player of the week, I'm going with Sam Darnold for the Vikings. He was 22 of 28 for 347 yards, passing 5 TDs and 0 interceptions.
Yeah, I went with Joe Burrow, 33 for 44, 369, 3 TDs, 1 interception, or should I say Bart Simpson, who was Joe Burrow for the game.
I forgot about them doing that. Rookie of the week, we both agreed it had to go to the 49ers running back Isaac Garendo, 15 carries for 78 yards, 2 rushing TDs, 2 receptions for 50 yards, so it gives him over 100 scrimmage yards. And we also agree with the defensive player of the week, and not a lot of big defensive playmakers this week, but Tershawn Wharton for the Chiefs, the linebacker. 3 tackles all solo with 2 sacks, or with 1 sack, basically solidifying the win for the Chiefs. For the conference championships, Army beat Tulane 35-14. Boise State beat UNLV 21-7. Arizona State whipped Iowa State 45-19. Georgia gets lucky for the second straight week in a row against Texas 22-19 in overtime. Oregon beat Penn State 45-37. Clemson outreaches SMU 34-31. And, of course, one of the big games that we always like to watch comes this Saturday along with 2 bowl games. We'll talk about the bowl games later. But Army versus Navy. Dad, who you going with?
No, I think Army.
Go Army beat Navy. Okay? It's always that in this house. As someone says Navy, we'll see who wins. All right. So do we just want to do the professional and then just go back on the playoff and bowl games?
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Okay, cool. All right. So NFL Week 15, Thursday night football week, got the Rams versus the Niners.
I'm going to go Niners.
I am going with the Rams. Start of the Sunday games, Commanders versus Saints.
Let's go. I think I'm going to go with Commanders in that game.
I am in agreement with you. Chiefs versus the Browns.
Ooh. Chiefs have not played well. I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going with Cleveland.
Me and Dad just think alike. I'm going with Cleveland too, especially if it's snowing. I'm going with Winston. Bengals versus Titans.
I'm going Bengals.
I do agree with you on that one. Dolphins versus Texans.
You know what? I'm going to go with, I'll go with 2 on this one.
No, yeah, you going Dolphins?
Yep.
I do agree with you, Dolphins. Ravens versus Giants.
Oh, Ravens.
Lord. Not even a competition right there. Jets versus Jaguars.
That actually might be a good game. Oh, yeah, he's done for the year. I'm going to go Jets.
Yeah, since Trevor's done for the year.
Yeah.
I agree. Cowboys versus Panthers.
Ooh, that actually might be a good game. You know what? I'm going to go with Carolina in this one. The way Bryce Young's been playing, I think.
I agree. Bucks versus Chargers.
Bucks.
I am going with the Chargers.
Oh, our second disagreement, huh?
Colts versus Broncos.
Oh, that's in Denver.
Yeah.
The battle of young upcoming quarterbacks. I think I'll go Broncos in this one. I think Bo Nix is just playing out his mind, but Richardson's not doing bad either.
I agree. Patriots versus Cardinals.
I'm going to go Cardinals in this one, but I think it's going to be close.
It will be close.
Because of Drake. I think Drake's playing really well.
Oh, he is. It's just that they just need to get him a little bit more confidence, but I'm going with the guy that is a dual threat, running and passing.
Yep.
Bills versus Lions.
It's in Detroit. I go with Detroit in this one.
I do agree. Steelers versus Eagles.
They both basically play the same style. I'll go Philly on this one. That's a hard one. That's a push, really.
It's a push, and I'm going with the team with the better running back. Sunday Night Football, Packers versus Seahawks.
I'm going to go Packers in this one, even though it's in Seattle.
I do agree with you. Monday Night Football at 7 o'clock, Bears versus Vikings.
Ooh. Minnesota. They gotta get rebounding here if they're gonna do anything.
Monday Night Football at 7:30, Falcons versus Raiders.
I'm going Falcons in this one.
No, I'm going Falcons.
Go
Bijan.
Go.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is the college playoff. Congratulations to every single team to make it. SMU, thank you for having Alabama not be in the playoff. Okay. Sorry, I have to. So, first round, we got Clemson, number 12 Clemson versus number 5 Texas, number 9 Tennessee versus number 8 Ohio State, number 11 SMU versus number 6 Penn State, number 10 Indiana versus number 7 Notre Dame. So, out of the first round, Clemson versus Texas. I'm pretty sure we both agree.
No, I'm going with Texas in this one.
Yeah, going with Texas as well. Number 9 Tennessee versus number 8 Ohio State. Probably the game to watch here.
Yeah, especially it's in Ohio. It's at the O.
Actually, no. It will be. Oh, I didn't write down the locations.
No, those will be at home at the home teams.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Those will be played at the lower seeds place.
Okay.
So, or the higher seeds place, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
I'll go State. I mean, it's going to be a close game, I think.
I'm going with the Vols.
Okay.
Number 11 SMU versus Penn State.
I want to see SMU and Boise State play in the next game, so I'm going to go with SMU.
I would love to see it too, but I'm going with the team with the better running back and the better balanced offense. I'm going with Penn. Number 10, Indiana versus number 7, Notre Dame.
I'm going with Notre Dame in this game.
I know you are. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going with Indiana.
Hey, Indiana, Georgia might be an interesting game too, so you never know.
And honestly, the team with the easiest road apparently is Texas to get to the final. And everyone is saying that Oregon has the tougher state because they might have to face Texas. I mean, they had to face against Ohio State or Tennessee, which is honestly somewhat disturbing. Boise State, as long as they got that running game going by Genty, they should run all over it. But the problem is whose defense is going to be big. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I know who you're going for overall. Who do you think will win the championship overall?
Well, I still saying that no one's going to go undefeated this year. So Oregon obviously will have to lose eventually. So I think it's going to be. You know what? I'm going to go Texas Boise State in the national championship game.
All right, so Dad says Texas versus Boise. I still think Texas will be in the final, but I'm going to shock everybody here when I say this. It's going to be Texas versus Penn.
State, right?
Yes,
Not
Penn
Penn.
State. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Penn's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I say Texas versus Penn State.
That would be.
Because, to me, Penn State has more of a brutal defense than Boise. I mean, Boise's defense has, done very well in the past month. The only problem is Penn's in a tougher conference. So, that's where I kind of draw the line there. And between Georgia and Penn, Penn's quarterback has been impressing me more than Georgia's starter and backup. And they might lose back for the college playoffs. So, I'm kind of worried for Georgia.
Who can imagine that Boise State, Arizona State, SMU, and Indiana would be in the first college playoff?
Honestly, it's a great thing. I mean,
I think it's a good thing.
it's an amazing thing. Just the fact that Alabama is where they deserve after having a 3-loss season. So,
Yeah, I can't see a 3-loss team in.
in the playoffs.
No.
Yeah. Sorry for all you Bama fans. Get used to it. This is our opinion. If you don't like it, that's your opinion. All right, so are we ready for the bowl games?
Sure.
All right, so December 14th, not only we got Navy versus Army, plus the Heisman Trophy presented by and everything. And I'm going for Genty for Heisman. I think he deserves it more. If y'all will say Travis Hunter, I understand why, but I would rather have a skilled player over a overall decent player. But
Yep, I kind of agree.
December 14th, plus the Army-Navy game. At 12 o'clock, we got Jackson State versus South Carolina State at the Cricket Celebration Bowl. Who do you got, Dad?
Let's go South Carolina State.
You're going with South Carolina State. I am going with Jackson State. And then at 9 p.m. that night, we got South Alabama versus Western Michigan at the IS-45 Salute to Veterans Bowl.
Western Michigan.
I do.
Go Broncos.
I do agree with you. December 17th, 9 p.m., we got Memphis versus West Virginia in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. I like both teams, too. This sucks for me.
I'm going to go Memphis.
You're going... Okay. We're both going with Memphis, then. All right. I have to remember this. On December 18th at 5:30 p.m., we got Western Kentucky versus James Madison at the Boca Raton Bowl.
Western Kentucky.
I do agree. And December 18th at 9 p.m., we got California versus UNLV at the Art of Sport LA Bowl, hosted by Gronk.
UNLV.
I'm going with the Bears. I'm going with California.
Yeah.
December 19th at 7 p.m., we got Georgia Southern versus Sam Houston at the RNL Carriers New Orleans Bowl.
Georgia Southern.
I do agree. All right, December 20th, we got 3 games. At 12 p.m., we got Ohio versus Jacksonville State for the Staff DNA Cure Bowl.
Ohio.
I do agree. Ohio. At 3:30, we got Tulane versus Florida at the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl.
Florida.
I want Tulane to win, but I think Florida's just going to annihilate them. And at 8 o'clock that night, we got the first round of the college playoff. And then on December 21st, so we got the college playoff at 12, 4, and 8 p.m. December 23rd at 11 a.m., we got Coastal Carolina versus University of San Antonio.
UTSA.
Yeah.
At the Myrtle Beach Bowl?
At
We're
the
going. I'm going UTSA.
He loves it. He loves it. 2:30 p.m. that day, Northern Illinois versus Fresno State at the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Going Fresno.
I'm going with the team that upsetted Notre Dame. I'm going with Northern Illinois. December 24th at 8 p.m., we got South Florida versus San Jose State at the Hawaii Bowl.
I'm going San Jose State.
I do agree with you on that one. December 26th at 2 p.m., we got Pittsburgh versus Toledo for the Game Above Sports Bowl.
I'm going Pitt.
I want Toledo to win, but Pittsburgh is just a overall great team. 5:30 on December 26th, Rutgers versus Kansas State at the Rake Bowl.
K-State.
I'm going with Rutgers. December 29th at 9 p.m., Arkansas State versus Bowling Green at the 68 Ventures Bowl.
Wow. I'm going to go Bowling Green.
I do agree.
No, I usually go with Bowling Green, but I'll go with them on this one.
December 27th, we got 5 games on December 27th. Oklahoma versus Navy in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl.
And it's Navy that's going to be with it, playing Oklahoma. You know what? Hell, I'll go with Navy in this one.
I'm going to choose Navy too. At 3:30 p.m., we got Georgia Tech versus Vanderbilt in the Birmingham Bowl.
I'm going to go Tech.
They both have great upsets this season. Vandy over Alabama, Georgia Tech over Florida State, and almost beating Georgia in 8 overtimes. But I'm going with the team with the better defense and out of the stronger conference. I'm going with Vandy. 7 p.m., we got Texas Tech versus Arkansas at the AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
I'll go with the Razorbacks.
I agree. 8 p.m., we got Syracuse versus Washington State at the DirecTV Holiday Bowl.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
going to be a good one. Though I think Washington State has for at least to go and travel on this one, so I'm going to pick State. It's going to be a good game, but
I'm going with Syracuse. At 10:30 p.m., we got Texas A&M versus USC at the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl.
I'm going to go A&M. I think they got a better team.
Sadly, I agree. December 28th, we have 8 games
Hey.
on December 28th. 11 a.m. UConn versus North Carolina Tar Heels at the Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
Oh, so they're going to be playing Boston, huh?
Yep.
I'm going UNC. Though UConn's right there, but
I have to go with the Tar Heels. I do. 12 p.m. Boston College versus Nebraska at the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
I'm going to go Nebraska.
I want to say Nebraska, but Boston College has to travel a little less, so I'm going to go with Boston College. At 2:15 p.m., Louisiana Raging Cajuns versus TCU at the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl.
Let's go TCU. I'll go with the Horned Frogs over that one.
I'm going with the Raging Cajuns.
No horned frogs are really lizards.
Cool.
3:30 p.m. that day. Number 18 Iowa State versus number 13 Miami Hurricanes in the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
It actually might be a good game, really. I'm going to go with the Hurricanes, even though I think Iowa State might be able to win this game.
I do agree with you on that, especially since Miami just died off in the last 2 games of the season. But Ward needs to prove himself in the draft, so I'm going with Hurricanes. 4:30 p.m. We got Miami of Ohio versus Colorado State in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, presented by Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre.
Okay. So I wonder if Snoop Dogg and Dre are going to be doing commentary on this game. So,
That would be hysterical for shizzle.
yeah, and especially since it's in Arizona. Okay, I'm going with the Rams. I'm going with Colorado State.
I'm gonna go with the team that is close to associated to Snoop Doggy Dogg, Colorado State. At 5:45 p.m., we got East Carolina versus NC State in the Gold
Wow.
Bowling Military Bowl.
Wow, if there's a game that's no NC State NC fan You got two. You got a Wolfpack
Pirate?
and a Pirate.
Yeah.
So it's State versus ECU.
Yeah,
Wolfpack would probably win it. But y'all pick who you want to.
I probably have to agree with that.
Nah, I was gonna say Wolfpack anyway. I like NC State a little bit. 7:30 p.m. We got BYU versus Colorado in the Valero Alamo Bowl. This game will be good.
I'm going BYU.
Oh, I agree with you on that.
I'm going BYU. I'm thinking
Even though the rumors of Deion Sanders coming to coach for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, please.
Exactly. 9:15 p.m. Marshall versus Army in the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl.
they got them at the late game, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going Army.
Go Army.
I think Army wants to be there. So
December 30th, 2:30 p.m. We got Iowa versus Missouri in the TransPerfect Music City Bowl.
I go Missouri.
I'm going for Missouri too. December 31st, we got 5 games. Excuse me. At 12 p.m., Alabama versus Michigan at the Relia Quest Bowl. It's still so funny to say that.
I'm going to pick Michigan. Hell, why not?
Alabama's pissed. They're in a bowl game they should not be a part of. They're either going to show up or they're not. I think they're highly pissed off. I'm going with Bama. At 2 p.m., we got Louisville versus Washington at the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Wow, I'm going to go with Washington. That'd have been a good game to go see.
I do agree with you. 3 p.m., South Carolina versus Illinois in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
Illinois.
I want to say Illinois, especially the season that they had, but I'm going with South Carolina. 3:30 p.m., Baylor versus LSU in the Kinders Texas Bowl.
I'm going to go Baylor. It's in Texas.
I'm going with Baylor. And 7:30 p.m. that night, we got one of the quarterfinals for the college playoff at the VRBO Fiesta Bowl. And then on January 1st is the other quarterfinal matches at 1 p.m. For the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. 5 p.m. will be the Rose Bowl. And then 8:45 will be the All-State Sugar Bowl. January 2nd at 7:30 p.m. It'll be Duke versus Ole Miss at the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Who you got, Dad?
I'm going with Ole Miss. I think Dart will have a good game.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Ole Miss. January 3rd, 4 p.m. North Texas versus Texas State at the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl.
I'm going with North Texas.
I do agree. 7:30 p.m. We got Minnesota versus Virginia Tech in the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Go Minnesota.
I'm going with Inner Sandman. I'm going with Tech. January 4th, 11 a.m. We got Buffalo versus Liberty in the Bahamas Bowl.
You're going Liberty.
I'm going to go with Buffalo. And then on January 9th at 7:30 p.m., college playoff semifinals at the Capital One Orange Bowl. January 10th, 7:30 p.m., the last semifinal at the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. And then on January 20th, it will be the College Football Playoff National Championship held at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. So, that is our picks of the week and for the whole bowl season. Free agency has been a big talk this whole time. Some big names, big money contracts that have appeared. Soto, of course, being the major one, going to the Mets. I have nothing nice to say, so I'm going to just leave it there. Yankees acquired Max Fried for 8 years for $218, was it?
I think it wasn't, I thought it was like 3 years.
I thought it was an 8-year deal.
Was it?
Yeah.
I must have read it wrong. That must from one of the because saw like the early announcement, but I didn't see the.
218 over 8 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah. 218. 8 years. Even though I just. Like, Freed, you were decent with Atlanta. It's just the fact that I just don't think.
Can he stay healthy for that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, shoot, Soto's is 15 years. I see a Bonilla kind of effect happening.
Bonilla,
Yeah.
Bonilla.
The Peanut Gallery would like to mention that the loser of the day is FedEx. FedEx sucks.
FedEx.
That's all.
You heard that? You heard FedEx? Someone's not happy with you. That's the voice of God. I just want you to know that. Okay.
Blake Snell, of course, signed with the Dodgers, which adds another freaking arm to that dangerous pitcher rotation already, and Shohei might come back to freaking start next year.
No, he's probably going to start next year.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, they got him, Smith, Stone, Snell, Glasnow.
That's not counting either if Kershaw come back or not.
It's almost like
Is
they
he
buy
thinking
a
about
World
retiring?
Series title.
I thought he only signed for this year, didn't he? He signed.
Oh, yeah, he only did a year, but he hasn't announced his retirement yet. But...
You did see that Jake Burger went to the Rangers today, right?
No, I did not.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good pickup. Miami just does not want to win, do they?
I don't think they want to keep anybody.
They probably want out of Miami.
I honestly, if a team needs to get sold, it needs to be the Jets. And of course, the A's don't get to be in Las Vegas for another 2 years?
4.
4?
That's why they're playing in Sacramento.
Oh yeah.
But they're known as the Athletics. They're not going to be known as their city.
Yeah, but still, it's still bad. But some more talks will be happening in the next
Saw
few
that Dave
weeks.
Parker and Allen made the Hall of Fame, right? For the veterans, for the.
I did see Dave Parker. No.
Yeah,
And who else?
I think it was Rick Allen.
Oh no, I saw Rick Allen, the Cardinal, right?
No, the White Sox. Look it up.
All right, hold on.
Was it Rick or was it?
Just look up MLB, MLB Hall of Fame.
Announcement.
2025. Parker Allen,
There.
Parker Allen, Dick Allen, and Dave Parker.
Yep. Take Allen. That's right.
I can see why y'all got confused.
Yeah, Dick Allen and Dave Parker. Okay, so Dave got in. Yay.
Yep.
Yay.
Hopefully he'll be able to talk.
Yeah.
I hope. If not, someone's going to be talking for him.
Because this year it's going to be Dave Parker, him,
We don't know yet because the others won't get voted until January.
in January, which is next month. And we got a few first ballot Hall of Famers on there. So, yeah.
Well, we know for sure that
I mean, we got first.
a couple of guys will definitely be making it on their first ballot. One will lead for sure.
Hopefully.
So, you got anything else?
A public service announcement to everyone part of the hobby. I understand that you guys have cards to sell and y'all are trying to get some money out for the holidays, but please be mindful that the holidays are for shops. They do not buy at a certain point. Please respect that and honor that with y'all shops. They have to be more worried about the shop and sales than just buying so much cards. If you had cards to sell, you should have done it a month prior. So please be respectful for the decisions of the shop. Sometimes they cannot go against other people's wishes. So please be mindful of that. Just still support your local shop. Get card supplies, product for your loved ones as gifts. I guarantee they'll love it.
All right, I got nothing else. This is Card guy Chris Ellis,
With Collectible Chris.
and we'll be talking to you next week. Bye.